It's me. I'm checking around, trying to make sure everybody's safe and sound. Feeling okay and doing alright. Sharing the love and feeling the sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes it's good to admit that you just don't care. Hey you, come out of the rain, dry yourself off and remember, don't complain, 'cause everything's good and everything's right. Sharing the love and feeling the sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes you've got to admit that you just don't care. Sunlight warming my heart, making me feel like we're just getting started. Sunlight spreading the love all over the world. Peace and love. Sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes it's good to admit that you just don't care. Sunlight warming my heart, making me feel like we're just getting started. Sunlight spreading the love all over the world. It's me, I'm back in the sun. Got to be sure everybody's having fun. Feeling okay and doing alright. Sharing the love and feeling the sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes it's good to admit that you just don't care. I'm feeling the sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes it's good to admit that you just don't care.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the Judge Timbers channel. If you're watching the channel, you probably know that Ringo Starr just released another EP, his fourth EP in the last couple of years. It's called Rewind Forward. And you probably also know, if you're watching this, that Paul McCartney wrote one of the new songs on the album, which is what I'm covering today, of course. It's called Feeling the Sunlight. That's Feeling the Sunlight, written by Paul McCartney. Paul played most of the instruments, gave it to Ringo. Ringo sang it, added the drums, and we have a couple other overdubs on it. But basically, it's a Paul and Ringo collaboration. It's so wonderful to have this. It's a fun song. Let's just get right into the lesson. I have the guitar in standard tuning. I'm not using a capo. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can play this song. It's a simple song to play, but you can play it kind of the electric guitar, more staccato, which is a D. I'm playing a D there on a bar chord, right? Or you could just strum a D chord. And you could hear an acoustic guitar strumming along way in the background. I think it was added on in the overdubs, but there is an acoustic guitar in the mix. But I think it's easier to just kind of play it with the rhythm. So we're just going to start. Let me just give you the chords. It's D to a G to an A, back to D, back to G, to A, sunlight in the air. So that's a B minor to an A, B minor to an A, to a G, back to A, back to D. Hey you, come out of the rain, Dry yourself off and remember, don't complain, 'cause everything's good and everything's right. Sharing the love and feeling the sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes you've got to admit that you just don't care. So that's it. That's the whole verse. That's all you need. It repeats a couple of different times. The little solo guitar plays over that. The only other part of the song is the sunlight warming my heart part. So that's just a nice classic descending pattern, right? This has been done many times, but it's always wonderful, right? So it's a G, sunlight warming my heart, F sharp minor, playing that bar on the 2nd fret if you can see, to an E minor, down to a D. And then the next time, same beginning, G, F sharp minor, E minor, and this time you go to an A. And then you're back to the D. So one more time in the middle part and we're finished. So it's G, sunlight warming my F sharp minor, E minor to a D, G, F sharp minor, E minor, now to an A. It's me, I'm back in the sun. Gotta be sure everybody's having fun, feeling okay, doing alright, sharing the love and feeling the sunlight in the air. Sunlight everywhere. Sometimes it's good to admit that you just don't care. That's really all you need to know, folks. It just repeats after that. As I said, the solo, the little guitar solo plays over the verses, the D, G, A pattern. It's a fun one. And again, if you want to play it more, electric guitar, it's going to be more like that. So however you want to play it, have fun with this one. Again, it's a great new track from Paul McCartney, written by Paul McCartney and performed by Paul. And Ringo, of course, does the vocals, adds the drums. It's on his brand new EP, Rewind Forward, which I highly recommend. I think it might be Ringo's best EP, but time will tell. We'll see. But it's a wonderful new track along with 3 other songs. So if you haven't checked out any new Ringo music, this is definitely a good one to check out. And I think I heard this is the first song Paul has written for Ringo since Stop and Smell the Roses. I think he did, Attention and Private Property back on that album. So it was 1981. So it's been a long time since Paul has written for Ringo. Of course, he wrote many in the past, and he's performed with Ringo many times since then. But this first new Paul McCartney song given to Ringo. So it's wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I wanted to get it out there quick since it's brand new. And I'll see you all soon with another lesson on the Judge Timbers channel. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.